Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy, and welcome back to another episode of Little Busters. So last time we got to Haruka-san's good ending. Now this time we're gonna get to her bad ending. So before we get into this, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because that would mean the whole world to me. And after this video, if you liked it, hit that like button too. So how we're gonna do this is I'm just gonna pick the choices until we get to the final choice. And then from there, we're just going to, keep going. And the rest of everything that we have seen already from the last ending is we're just going to skip through it. So let's get to this. So last time we had to say we saw it in the class register. This time we say we heard it from Futaki-san. Futaki-san told me when I asked at your classroom. Haruka-san was silent. Crap. I'm usually not there. Well, only during class, really. But besides that, I never stick around there. Nothing good would come out of sticking around. If you need something, I'd rather you texted me. Then, if I can come, I will. Okay, I got it. Bye-bye, Riki-kun. Yeah, bye-bye, Haruka-san. I watched as Haruka-san walked away. Alright, now here we're gonna skip. I saw a girl standing by herself, looking lonely. Her long hair was hanging down unbound, as one might leave it before going to bed. From behind, I felt I sort of recognized her, and sort of didn't. Haruka-san? I called out with uncertainty in my voice. The girl turned to face me. She was holding berets in her hair. In her left hand, sorry. You are Haruka-san, aren't you? She had been crying. When she recognized me, she covered her face with her hand. What's wrong? It's nothing. How come? You had to ask if it was me. Well, seeing your hair untied like that threw me off. Is how I was going to answer. But when I saw Haruka-san's eyes peeking out through her fingers, I couldn't bring the words out. You didn't know who I was? Sorry. You don't need to apologize. It's fine. Her hair was flowing lightly in the breeze. With her back to the setting sun, Haruka-san murmured quietly to herself. The sunset is making a really eerie color, isn't it? Looking at a sunset like this makes me want to cry. I looked up at the sky. It was a gradation of orange. I think it's really pretty. Haruka-san didn't say anything in response to my words. She only shook her head. It's pretty random, but I don't really like sunsets. To other kids, it's a signal that the day is ending. But for me, it's like another different day is starting. The worst things always happen in the night. Sorry, it's nothing. Let's get back to the dorms. See you, Riki-kun. See you again. Again? We'll meet again, right? With the face on the verge of crying, Haruka-san turned away. That turned back seemed to me like a sign of rejection, so I didn't go after her. Oh, you idiot. I was sitting alone behind the desk in my room, doing homework. It was a quiet evening. I was wondering what everyone else was up to. I was the only person left here. Everyone else must have gone out somewhere to have fun. It was just that quiet. But really, everyone was getting the same amount of homework in our class, so they couldn't just be playing around. Everyone must be similarly busy with their homework. Whew, that's enough jogging for today. Everyone but this guy. All right, time for some abs workout. Why didn't you do that outside as well? I decided to work out in the room whenever I can. Why? 'Cause that's where you are. Why else? Huh? Is that why? Eh? Is it strange? Shouldn't it be a given since we're friends? No. I so like that no of yours. No. You're funny. He started his abs workout on the floor, still laughing. I returned to my desk. Whew, whew, whew. I only heard his intermittent breathing. It was just so real, it easily blew away all those delusions I had before. That reality was really comforting to me. I didn't want these days to end. Maybe I had just been blessed too much. But I wish these days could continue for as long as they could. I prayed. Perhaps that was blasphemy. But if so, then God is cruel. I thought to myself as my consciousness faded away. I thought about Haruka-san. Could there have been something else? Something more I could have done for her? But that thought also melted away with my consciousness. I was falling. I was falling. Through the endless darkness. Now that I think of it, just where did that dream of mine go? That was it? Okay. Alright. I guess that was the bad ending? Hold on. Okay. So, I decided to go back and go through like the good ending part until the final choice, which before we had to say don't give up. Because oh my god, that other ending felt a little bit too abrupt and not like super emotional like it usually is. So, we're going to try this way. So, final choice, we're going to say give up. I think it's alright to give it up here. We hadn't managed to find a single clue. I figured that Haruka-san had a point. If you're really alright with it. I'm used to drawing the old maid. Then I guess that's it for the research. Yeah, thanks for all the help, Riki-kun. No, don't mention it. No, I'm serious. Really, thank you so much. Haruka-san bowed her head. I'd better get going. All right, the chiffon cake was delicious, thanks. You're welcome. Haruka-san stood up and shifted over to my side, then made a beckoning gesture to me. What is it, Haruka-san? There was a sudden soft, warm feeling against my cheek. The faint scent of mint filled my nostrils. Haruka-san! Yeah, it's a thank you gift. Geez, you've surprised me. It's just a simple thank you, so falling for me anymore is a no-no, okay? And with a soft chuckle, Haruka-san touched her right index finger to her lips. Bye-bye! While I was still trying to work out what she had just said to me, Haruka-san walked away. She really is so random. I smiled bitterly. That's all for announcements. Homeroom is over. Day duty student, over to you. As I listened to the voice of the homeroom teacher, I murmured to myself without realizing, the morning's sure been quiet. I wonder what I had been hoping for. I turned my head to look at the classroom filled with the usual noises. A quiet morning is good too sometimes, I guess. But what was it? Oh. Though we had stopped the investigation, I had still expected Haruka-san to show up. But she didn't. With a quiet, sliding noise, Kyosuke dropped into the classroom. Did you want Saigusa to come visit? I was once again surprised at how easily he saw right through me. Yeah, maybe. Has Saigusa infected you with something, Riki? Geez, that girl. She didn't infect me. Then you're free to hang out. I could see Kengo's face looming over Masato's shoulder. Just like before. That's the kind of conversation we had in the morning. During a break, I saw Futaki-san fixing some posters in the hallway again. After adjusting the push pins several times, she nodded to herself, satisfied. Futaki-san noticed me. Did you need something? Not in particular. Then I'd like for you to stop staring at me. With that, Futaki-san went back to her work. Huh? That was a lighter reception than usual. Earlier, she had always treated me with open hostility. What? It's nothing. I see. Yeah. The posters Futaki-san was fixing were advertisements for the various school clubs. Are you wondering what it is I'm doing? I'm taking down anything that's past its posting deadline. Ah, so that's what it was. You're not tearing that one down? I pointed at the poster that read, Home Ec Club is looking for members, join us. This one's fine. I wondered if there was some special criteria. Well then, on to the next one. She murmured softly while giving her left shoulder a pat with her right hand. What? No. I was just thinking how you're serious even about little tasks like this. You think it's okay to leave it to others because it's a small task? She snorted pridefully. It's more efficient to clear away little tasks right as they come up, so that we can focus on more important matters as they arise. Don't you have a pile of other things you should be doing too? I think you'll be happier if you get those out of the way right away. Leaving that sentiment with me, Futaki-san left. Well, sorry for being so lazy, I muttered to her back. It was not meant for her ears, I was just grumbling to myself. During break, as I was walking through the courtyard, I saw some familiar faces. Are you all right, Kudivatka? Yes, thank you for your concern. Kud was sitting on a bench, talking to Futaki-san. How about yourself, Kanata-san? Are you all right? Me? There's nothing really going on with me. I see, but up until now you've been very tense. Sometimes you look like you are in pain. That doesn't concern you. That may be, that just might be true. But when you say doesn't concern you, it seems to me as though you wish it did concern others, Kanata-san. Sorry, I know I'm just being meddlesome. It's over for me if you are starting to worry about me. Don't you want it to be over? Futaki-san seemed to flinch at Kud's words. Why would you say that? No particular reason. Just something that popped in my mind, that's all. Please don't speak such things without any basis. I'm sorry. I thought I knew what to do, but I don't anymore. And I can't figure out what I should do now. Futaki snorted. It's better if you don't do anything. Really? Would that be better? Kudyavatka. I wanted to change myself, but I haven't changed at all yet. You are fine as you are. You're just fine. It's hard to change oneself. Isn't it even harder to not change? That may be so. So maybe it would be better if Kanata-san could change too. Are you that worried about me? Though it must be troubling to be worried about someone, to be worried about by someone like me. That's not so, Kudivatka. Thank you. I should get going. Kud called out to stop Futaki-san just as she started walking away. Kanata-san! Yes? If you don't mind, I'd like to show her the same kindness you showed me next time. Futaki-san fixed Kud with her gaze. I see. If I feel like it. She walked off toward the school. After watching her leave, Kud took notice of me. I walked over to the bench. Haro, Riki! Is something the matter? It just made me curious when I saw you talking to Futaki-san. She seems very worn out. It doesn't look like I'm able to help her. Maybe if it's Riki? No, never mind me. Please forget I said anything. I'm just feeling a little down for not being able to help Haruka-san. Well, I should go now. Stralka's feeling ill, so I need to take her to the vet. Bye-bye, desu, Riki. See you next taimu. I watched as Kood walked out of the courtyard. It was time for the next class. Bah! What? Suddenly, someone grabbed my arm from the side. What? Oh, Haruka-san. Please don't scare me like that. Sorry. But, hello. I was worried when you didn't come by the classroom. Oh, were you waiting? My most humble apologies. I just had a little something to do. I see. Haruka-san was just like she always was. Seeing her smiling face set my heart at ease. Were you worried about me? Thanks. Hey, don't cling to me like that. We're in the hallway. It's fine. Hey, it's almost time to go to class. Riki, what? What the heck are you doing? Masato, is it that time already? Yeah, and according to Kyosuke's intelligence, we're gonna have a mini-test at start of class. Though I have no idea why he even knows the content of the lower years classes. Kengo was there too. Well, that's how it is, so I need to go now, Haruka-san. How boring! Skip with me! I'm telling you, I can't do that. No? No. Can't be helped then, I guess. Haruka-san released my arm. I guess I'll go find something else to play with. That said, Haruka-san slipped around a corner and vanished. Good grief, it can't be helped indeed. I smiled wryly. Did you hear? About that girl? Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. Are they investigating it? No. I heard they caught her red-handed. So, I guess she finally did it, eh? They said she was waving a knife around. I heard she was expelled when they found out. Really? I heard she was under house arrest. Oh no. She's not here. Just like I'd done before when I wanted to talk to her, I went to Haruka-san's classroom, but didn't find her there. Excuse me. Yes? Is SAIGUSA-san here? The female student didn't hide her surprised look. Haven't you heard? The rumors, I mean. I know. I'm trying to find out the facts. She just suddenly vanished. That's why that's why there's all those rumors now. I see. Thanks. Hey, I just remembered. Aren't you that girl's... I walked away before she could finish her question. All over the school, rumors about why Haruka-san had left school were running rampant. They spread like wildfire, but after a few days, people got tired of the topic. Everything I heard was just too exaggerated to be considered seriously. I couldn't connect to her cell. She didn't respond to my messages. I looked all over the school grounds for her, but Haruka-san was nowhere to be found. I asked the prefects whenever I ran into them, but their response was always icy. Without even stopping to think, they all answered like, "Saigusa? I have no idea." Huh? Was there someone like that here? Haruka-san. I felt a chill on my spine. Looks like it started to rain. I looked out from the school entrance. As I watched, huge ashen clouds drew together and heavy raindrops began to fall. At the school gates, I saw a figure holding up an umbrella. Looking at that person's back as they stood in the rain gave me a feeling of solitude. I started walking that way. Haruka-san? As I drew near the gate, I recognized her characteristic twin tails. Slowly, Haruka-san turned to look at me. Yaha! Hello, Reiki-kun! Don't just hello me! Where had she been until now? And why hadn't I been able to contact her? The questions and doubts were rushing through my head. Why are you making that face? Why? I was confused by the smiling Haruka-san. The rain was pattering loudly on the plastic of her umbrella. There's nothing wrong with me. I guess it's you that has something wrong with you. It's not me, but you. What are you talking about? The Haruka-san before my eyes gave a smile that was not Haruka-san's. You can't tell? No way. That's right. I'm not Haruka. I'm Kanata. What? What the hell are you saying? Where's Haruka-san? Where did Haruka-san go? She's gone. Even with the sound of the rain, I heard her clearly. From here, from this place. You chased her away? Even as I said it, I answered my own question. No, that's not right. I didn't notice. I had fallen right into Futaki-san's trap. Having been caught in that trap, the reason Haruka-san had run was me. Right. You never noticed. You didn't recognize Saigusa Haruka. In other words, she wasn't needed. That's why she's gone. I glared at Futaki-san, but my glare lacked venom. Because her face was so much like Haruka-san's. You had to snatch it all away from Haruka-san. The Haruka-san that made that claim had not been Haruka-san. I cursed my own stupidity. You're the one who finally gave her the last push. Why did you... Why? You're asking me why. I told you before, didn't I? My reason. That if I didn't do this, that child would be broken. I couldn't comprehend it. Her reasoning was alien to me. Her umbrella rolled on the asphalt. She raised her right hand to her hair, and with a soft sound like water falling down to a puddle. Seeing her hair flow free, I groaned. What have I done? What on earth had I done? There's no need for you to worry. There's no way you could have saved her anyway. What are you saying? Do you even understand what you're saying? Haruka-san's circumstances. I couldn't believe Futaki-san, who should have best understood Haruka-san's situation, could say such things. I understand completely, or perfectly. A place to exist is something rare. It's something special. There are plenty of people in this world who aren't given one. Based on your looks, personality, even how healthy your body is. How fast your legs are, how well or poorly you get along with others. Depending on all those various things, humans are given a place to exist, or they aren't. And those others are hurt, stepped on, and cast aside. It happens everywhere. Behind the school building, in the shadow under the stairs, in the corner of the classroom. Those things take place everywhere. They're obvious, nothing out of the ordinary. The world overflows with diversity. However, it's simply society's repeating itself to infinity. Boring days, ever repeating ordinary days. Not everyone can have that. There has to be someone who receives all the negatives. Saigusa Haruka is one of those, just one example. Her words are cold. How can you say something like that? You think like that too. Everyone has had something taken by someone else, and has taken from others, or from another themselves. And that little something is the cause. It's obvious. Someone has to suffer. Someone has to be hurt. For that person, there's no way to be saved. You and me, we aren't gods. We can't save anyone. There's no way we could. That's why there's no way for her to be saved. The rain was pouring down fiercer and fiercer. But even though she can't be saved, just maintaining the status quo is good enough. Words colder than ice. That's the happier way for things to be. That's why our days can repeat. That's why nothing changes, and our days don't have to end. What are you saying? I don't understand. I don't. Futaki-san. Someone always has to hurt. Someone always has to have their precious things taken away. And someone always has to lose. I'm trying to teach you such a natural fact. Even searching for a place to exist is meaningless. That fact is a given. Even if you learn that truth, nothing changes. That's why it's better to go on without knowing, to just hate someone without thinking about the whys. She held that hatred tight and kept looking ahead. And maybe that's why she was able to find a little bit of happiness. You are... Somewhere, I heard the wail of an ambulance siren. The rain was getting worse. I couldn't make out Futaki-san's expression. Her face was blurred, covered with what might have been rain, or maybe tears. Strength left my body. The scenery warped. At a time like this, my narcolepsy was suddenly kicking in, robbing me of my consciousness. I couldn't hear anything from the world around me. Not the sound of the siren, nor the sound of the rain. Just as my consciousness was fading to nothing, I heard a voice. Don't get close to Saigusa Haruka. You can't save that girl. You can't even recognize her. Just by losing one thing, that girl gives up. She's that kind of person. I'd rather not smell blood anymore. I don't want to see that flower of blood on the asphalt. So stay away from her. Don't ever get close to her again. After hearing those final words, the bottomless darkness took me. Oh my god! I'm in shock. That was way darker than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my god. Oh my god! I literally don't even know how to respond besides, like, just screaming, oh my god, over and over again. Ooh, that was heavy. Yeah, so that was Haruka-san's bad ending, or Saigusa, her bad ending. Holy shoot. Yeah. If you liked it, hit that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys next time, with another route in this game, for the next time that I play this. Alright, I'm gonna go process this and, be sad about it. I love you guys so much. Bye.